Percentages, fractions, and decimals. Percent, before we start, means out of 100. And this is going to form the basis of the questions we are going to do right now. The first one says express 8% as a fraction. 8% means 8 out of 100. Similarly, for the next question, express 2.5% as a fraction. That means the same, 2.5 out of 100. We're going to come back to this. For writing 8 out of 100 as a decimal, it's better if you get this out of the way. Now for a whole number, 8, the decimal presently is over here. When you divide any number by 10, 100, thousands, and so on, the decimal is supposed to jump towards the left. And how many places it jumps depends on the number of zeros. We have two zeros, so the decimal is going to jump 1 and 2 and end up over here. Your answer in this case will be, the decimal stays where it is. There was an empty space, we're going to put a 0 over here, and the 8 ends up over here. We're done. Let's do the same for the other side, and then we can come back to part A. Alright, we had 2.5 over 100 from the first part. This is being divided by 100, so the decimal is supposed to jump two places because we have two zeros in the denominator. It's going to jump towards the left 1 and 2 and end up over here. This is equal to the decimal. There is an empty space over here, so we're going to add a 0. And we have 2 and we have 5. We are done with part B's in both the questions. Why we need to come back to the first part is we cannot leave a fraction like this. We're supposed to simplify it. That's what simplification means, is we have to divide the numerator and the denominator by the same factor. 8 and 100 are divisible by 2. They are divisible by 4. If you divide by 2, it's perfectly fine, but you will have to do more steps. So when you're simplifying, choose the bigger factor. I'm going to divide by 4. 4, 2 times is 8, and 4, 25 times is 100. Because 2 and 25 are not divisible by any common factor, so we have reached our answer. This is done. On the other side, over here, we have 2.5 divided by 100. Now, this decimal is painful to deal with, so it is a good idea to remove it. How we can remove it? We can just multiply this by 10 because the 10 will make the decimal go away, and we also have to write 10 over here. We can't just put a random 10. It has to be the same for the numerator and the denominator. Alright, what this 10 does is, when you multiply, the decimal is going to jump towards the right. Because we are multiplying by 10, which is 1 0 only, the decimal is going to make one jump and end up over here exactly where we wanted it. So now we have 25 divided by, and let's not forget that this 100 is being multiplied by 10 as well, so we end up with 3 zeros. There's no need to multiply or anything, just see how many zeros you have. You have 2 over here and 1 over here, and only ones with them, 1 ones are 1, and we just put 3 zeros together. Now, 5 can divide both of these. 5 is a common factor, we can divide both of them by 5. You can also divide it by 25 if you want to, but just to show you, I have to divide the numerator by 5 and the denominator by 5. And 5 divides 25 5 times, and 5 divides 1005, 2s are 10, 5 zeros is 0, 5 zeros is 0. You can see that we can divide it further as well because 5 and 200 are divisible by 5 again. So what we are saying is we have to carry on simplifying till we reach a point where we cannot do anything more over there. 5 divided by 5 gives you 1, and 5 fours are 20, and 5 zeros are 0. 1 over 40 is the final answer. We cannot go any further. We have written the given percentages in the form of fractions, and you have to simplify the fractions, and you have also written them in the form of decimals.